There's this school of thought around marriage abroad. A lot of people tend to say marriages abroad tend not to last long, unlike, back home. Are you of the school of thought exactly that says, oh yes, marriages abroad doesn't last, or you're of the other opinion, like I am, that says it does if some certain things are put in place? Let's talk, shall we? Hello viewers, hello everyone. If you're just seeing my video for the first time, thank you for being here. If you've been here before, to my returning subscribers, thank you all. Please, if you're just joining for the first time, do not forget to subscribe, like, and equally comment. I am down there in the comment section. Growing up, divorce used to be a thing of, in school, like a thing you just study in school. It was never an occurrence that you see or you hear of daily. But now, should I say our Gen generation, things have become totally different. Most especially abroad. Like a lot of people say, oh, getting married abroad is 50-50. It tends not to last. Some even go as far as going back home to get a partner and say, oh yeah, when they bring her here or when he comes here, it's better than you get married to the ones that are here. I tend to differ in that opinion. Like, that's not my school of thought. I believe there are different reasons why people do things, but I also believe some things can be put in place to make corrections. So first, let's talk about finances. In a situation where the man is the sole earner of the house, like he's the only breadwinner, he hands the entire money of the whole house, like whatever expenses he spends it, like he pays and all. And then he gets the money. All he does is just splits the money into two, send half of it back home for investment, and then expects to manage with half. Whereas back here, both, probably you and the woman, you don't have a license. As cold as the weather, you expect the kids to be going in the cold. You're not investing. I'm not saying investing back home is bad. Of course, it's not bad. It is okay to invest back home. Get it right. But are you also thinking of the fact that I can do that, I can invest back home, not with the discomfort of my family? No, I can do it while my family is comfortable, while they are doing okay. So you want to build a house or a mansion back home, you can do it with the discussion of your wife and be like, instead of me sending 10,000, I will send 15,000, so that the other 5,000 can be used for your license or my license, or the other 5,000 can be used, to change the furnitures in the house, can be given to you as the woman, probably, to save for the end of the year. We then decide what to do. That is what makes the one abroad different. But because here she's not working, she can't angrily just stand up one day and be like, since you're not taking care of my financial needs, I want to go get a job. She can't do that. There are so many factors in place. She has to think of the time with the kindergarten, the place of work, how far it is, before she can angrily say, okay, since you're not taking care of my needs, I will take care of myself by getting a job. So the financial aspect is one big problem a lot of people tend to overlook, and they'll be like, no, the women here are spoiled, they've over-sexualized, they've this, they've that. I know the law supports the women more than they support the men here. That is true. We can't take that away from them. But I think no one wants bitter leaf in place of sugar. Like no woman will be in a good home, be in a home where she has her husband's support and everything, and she will be like, I want to quit. No, I want, because of money or whatever benefit I will get as a single mom, and I will choose to suffer alone. And raising kids is a lot of work. So I think the financial aspect is one big deal that makes it different from back home. The second aspect that comes in is letting go of the tradition as a whole. Men are used to, back home, men are used to the fact that they can just, even our mothers, while raising us as kids, they tend to train the women better than they train the men. The men can even be grown like the male kids can be growing without knowing how to even boil egg. They can be growing up without knowing how to make noodles, like common noodles. But the women, you are asked to learn everything because you will be the one to take care of your own. But that is wrong. I think it's a wrong perspective. They both can learn it. The male, the female, they can both learn, because you don't know what life will offer them tomorrow. You don't know how life will be tomorrow. So then when the men over there are used to that pampered life of the woman doing everything in fun, in tears, in pain, doing it all with a smile in her face. And then here, you don't see a woman who wants to do that because the situation here is different. She cannot have 2 kids or 3 kids, and you expect her to take care of the kids the whole day, and then still expect her to come, kneel down, cook, sit down with you on the car. She needs her own time, which she's not getting, but she can't come and tell you. Unlike back home where when a woman has a child, the mother comes to help. You get little or no help here. You do your thing yourself. Like from the day you return back from the hospital, you start bathing your kids. If you have friends who might come over to help, they just come help and go back because they too, they have their own kids and some even have jobs. So how do you do it? So you are left to do everything, which makes you and your partner the only person doing everything. So you as the man, seeing that your wife is struggling, you should not be like, because I am a traditional man, I am the man that doesn't do anything, I can't clean my house. Because I am the man, I can't wash dishes. Yeah? It doesn't help. It's not helping in the home. So those are the things that sometimes when it's happening frequently, she sees it. She might not come and tell you that I don't like this thing, or what you're doing is not fun, or what you're doing, I don't like it. She might just be swallowing it in till the day, the whole thing comes off and she's like, I can't take it anymore. So the thing is, it's not about getting the woman back home and bring her here and say she will not socialize with anybody, she won't have friends. I just want her to be like an African woman. Trust me, every woman has that African attitude in her. Every woman has the attributes. It is just the way you are presenting it. I'm not saying you go to work Monday to Friday, come back and, start working again in the house. But you can help yourself with just making sembles since there's already, soup. She already prepared the soup. You can help yourself with the semble. Don't say, oh, she's be home all day with the kids doing nothing. There, with the kids, it's a full-time job. Morning to evening, it's a full-time job. Taking a nap when the kids are not sleeping is one of the most scariest things in my life. Like when I'm feeling dizzy and the kids are not feeling dizzy, it scares me because just give them 2 minutes. 2 minutes is actually too big to turn down the whole house. 2 minutes is too big to bring down the roof. So you see, she doesn't get that much rest. So all you can do is help and help. Helping in the marriage doesn't make you less of a man. Rather, it helps to make a better home, a good home, a home where the kids will be growing lovely, seeing peaceful parents, and they will come out good, trust me. But when the home is a toxic one, those traits are equally going to the kids because they see it and they want to do what they are seeing their parents doing. So it's best to not think the woman I will marry from Nigeria will be better than the one I will marry here. All marriages here don't last. Rather, think that if I change and I don't behave the way the men back home are behaving, rather, I know for sure that your marriage will last. Should we also talk about the part where some men don't like to see their women grow? Some will be like, I just want a full-time housewife. I think it's a thing of discussion even before marriage. Like during your courtship, you come up with, when you are married, even with the kids, do you intend to work or you intend to stay at home? Then she can come up and be like, I have a certificate, or I don't have a certificate, but I want to work. It doesn't matter how little the job is, how long it is, probably a part-time job. I just want to do something, keep doing something. So when the woman is of that opinion that she wants to work, you as the man, don't go about and then get married to her and then expect her not to work. Are you getting it? The thing is, it is what she wants. So the thing is, I feel it's something you should talk about even before the marriage. Like, are you going to be the working class type? If you see you can't cope with her being the working class type, please don't even venture into the marriage. And then come say, oh, it's abroad that made her so this type. There are some people who wants to be full-time housewife. There are some who wants to be full-time for the now while they are raising their kids till their kids become independent, 12 years, 13 years, where they can actually make noodles for themselves or something. So if that's the kind of woman you have, good. But if she's the type that she wants to work, even while raising her kids, after her maternity, she wants to go back to work, then as a man, you should be welcome to her growth. Because you already know from the beginning that she doesn't want to stay at home. She doesn't want to be a full-time mom. Then that's where the issue comes in. Like the two of you, the two parties come in to be like, let's grow it together. By so doing, you help out when she needs the help. She helps you when when you need the help. It doesn't then have to be like, okay, you're the woman, you have to cook. The man can cook too. Like, the men can cook. Don't say that. Or, oh, you choose to work. In some situation, you hear the men saying, hey, you choose to work. You can stay at home. My money is enough for us. But you have chosen to work. And since you've chosen to work, whatever you do not deprive me of my, my matrimonial duties, or do not deprive me of my food, what I'm obliged to. But trust me, since she chose to work, like you have said, you can equally choose to help. You come on Saturday, she's like, can you help me clean the house while I make soup to store in the fridge that will last us the whole week? It's not a crime. So the thing is, letting go of your tradition, the traditions you learned back home, is of the main importance. Not just, oh, she's socializing with people or friends that are spoiling her. I don't believe someone can actually, I think someone cannot even tell you what to do in your home, because you are there, you know what you're passing through, you know what you're facing. So if you make the home great and okay for the woman, I don't think she has any reason to want to listen to anybody telling her leave, or anybody telling her do this or do that in your marriage. It is just how well you're making her enjoy the marriage that will determine how long it goes. So please, do not be of that school of thought that says, oh, getting a woman from Africa is better than the women here. Even when you get a woman from the Africa or wherever you're getting her from, get it right. When she starts having kids, because she's new to the environment, you might say, okay, she's here, she doesn't have any friend, I don't want her to have any friend. This, that. You can't keep isolating her forever. That's one. And then two, when she starts having kids, things become different. She starts seeing things in a different angle. This is where, when you don't take care of your kids, where the kids are taken from you, like the government take the kids from you, social workers take the kids from you. So you see, it's not like back home where even if the kids are not fully dressed or not okay, nobody talks, nobody complains. It's not so here. You cannot go to a kindergarten with, tattered pants or ripped shoes or something. It doesn't work here. So you see, when she starts seeing the difference, that these are things that I can do back home, but I can't do it here, she tends to change a little. And you as the man, if you don't change to help the situation, like you don't change from that African mentality of I am the man, or I am this, I am that, I decide, or I talk, you don't talk, this, that, you don't have any opinion, you don't have any say, it won't work. So it's not about the marriages here, the marriages here tend to go bad because of the socialization or whatever. Rather, it is the way you tend to integrate with the socialization, both you and your partner. Every marriage, I swear, every marriage has its ups and downs. Sometimes might be good, sometimes might be bad. Like, I doubt if there's any home that doesn't have like one big crash in a year, like they don't quarrel the whole entire year. There is none. So the thing is, it is how well you manage it, how well you maintain it, that determines. So I pray you listening today, your marriage goes well. I pray you listening today, your marriage lasts longer than your parents' marriage. Thank you for watching my video today. Please, if you still haven't subscribed, do not forget to click the subscribe button. You can equally like, comment. I am down in the comment section with you. So you can like, comment, and share with your friends. We all get to learn in one way or the other. You never can tell who might just need this video today. So please like, subscribe, and equally turn on the notification bell. That way you get notified whenever any video is uploaded. Thank you so much. Hope to see you in my next video.